Once upon a time, a young prince had just ascended the throne to become the new emperor. His first act was a surprising one. He decided he needed to learn powerful magic to strengthen and protect his kingdom. He was determined to find a famous sorcerer known for his extraordinary spells. The empress, however, was filled with sadness. She feared the long separation and worried deeply about the dangers her husband would face on his journey. She pictured harsh deserts, thick, dark forests, and fierce wild animals. But the emperor's mind was made up one morning. He departed with 4 loyal companions, his general, 2 attendants, and the royal astrologer. The journey was even harder than they had imagined. They crossed seemingly endless deserts, their feet sinking into the hot sand. They navigated deep forests where the shadows played tricks on their eyes and the sounds of unseen creatures echoed around them. They endured hunger, thirst, and violent storms that threatened to tear them apart. But their shared goal to master magic and secure their kingdom's future pushed them forward. After 3 long, painful months, they finally arrived at the sorcerer's home, the wise old master. His eyes, full of a deep understanding, was moved by their courage and the hardships they had overcome. He agreed to teach them. But he had one strict condition. They had to promise to live ethically and never, ever harm any living creature. He warned them if their hands were ever stained with blood, all their magic would instantly disappear. The emperor, without hesitation, agreed to the terms. Their training was intense, lasting for many days and nights. They learned to channel energy, to speak words of power, and to reshape the world around them. Eventually, they mastered the powerful spells they had sought. Overjoyed and buzzing with excitement, they began their long journey home, eager to show their people what they had accomplished. However, after a month of traveling, disaster struck. They became lost, deep inside a thick, unfamiliar forest. None of the trees or paths looked familiar, and strange, menacing shadows danced at the edge of their vision. As the sun began to set, the sky turned from orange to purple and then to black. The massive trees formed a dense canopy, blocking out the light from the moon and stars, plunging the forest into complete darkness. Soon, the air filled with the sounds of hundreds of wild animals. Growls, snarls, and howls echoed from all directions. Terrified, the emperor and his companions realized they were in grave danger. They decided to use their newfound magic to protect themselves. They would combine their powers to transform into a single, mighty creature, something large, strong, and fierce enough to scare away any predator. The emperor, as the leader, transformed into the magnificent head and flowing mane of the beast. His brave general became its strong, muscular body. The 2 attendants became its powerful legs. Ready to stand firm or run at a moment's notice, the astrologer, after a brief, nervous hesitation, turned into its long, twitching tail. Together, they became a majestic and powerful lion. It looked so regal and fierce, like a true king of the forest, that no wild animal dared to approach. They remained in this powerful form for the entire night, safe from harm. But as the first light of dawn began to break through the trees, a young, innocent deer wandered by. The lion, exhausted and starving after a full day without food, acted on pure instinct. Before anyone could think, its sharp claws shot out, grabbing the deer in a flash. It bit the deer's neck and devoured it hungrily. Blood stained its mouth as the sun slowly rose over the horizon. It was only then, with a full stomach and the taste of blood in his mouth, that the emperor remembered the sorcerer's solemn warning. He had killed a living creature. Panicked, he tried to reverse the spell, to transform back into his human form, but nothing happened. His companions tried to, but they were all trapped. And in that horrifying moment of stillness, the Emperor understood he would never return to being a human again. He was destined to live forever as a lion, a permanent prisoner of the very power he sought to protect his kingdom.